from the Champions League with the VAR penalty in minute 94 that only the VAR saw it. But the feeling is I am in trouble in Europe. I am in trouble. I lost the final.
Yes, and I am some manager Francis Jose Marino now one of some other sky Omokoya Omade Mbako Atosua one so releasing and one at Joe and the exams Nibino and some Mantinoma across our brass Sevilla and in Roma Airport Shiro final just last year and a Kabasa Sanyo Manning and a day and then Abatum our bro Didier Passer and perform some other to Tankruum. Now Joseph was say one at Debako says will be your bonnet. Nasebi awutwe nipa kura so anasebi obi yo bone na bia nipa ne kaso mama manyane ye facha no me ye soria wotiri e bas awose twa bibia na bia munyina mo start say nipa no mama na opportunity mo starting free ni a ye ta kan say clean slate na the moment I be say bia no wo ye mo twen na so wase bia wie na so still ados order so wo aye punishment ne shadows ni mo na no ya ball on ne aye man for boy no wo bia who be clear ya twana branch out to box him supporters will be a team penalty referee said dabi mi hu he amache say wo omanye oso diri pass sane mani nyina no eda so enhante no yentie coach fan say Jose.
Yesterday the referee was amazing to see me just screaming like everybody on that bench on that stadium is a penalty without any kind of insult. I get a red card. I know that is a battle that I can never win, but I feel that is unfair in the sense of in football when you have to be punished, you are punished, but then after you being punished, it's clean sheet. Starts from zero and didn't start. Yesterday the referee.
Yes, na chese I was on Kebia ma punishary I was on no manager. You find Jose started a clean sheet and as an ya you can say be a clean slate no and yes na motoma no a chese ha twi pa na enwa Napoli for motom pa chese say Napoli ye wu team kra wo betimi a share Napoli apart from day one wo game am lose e wa way if since then Napoli team no wo looking back na okobusa coach na you find Antonio Conte be catch us wo be country be also kwakwa diskideto na mom enwa na kwata na onya second goal na ye for say creature kwaraskilia ye say Napoli for say partnership na Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez from maybe a tram ama Inter Milan no wo betiri e ba say no bia na Luka and some ane aye kwaraskilia e ba be sate and some awon ye kan say Napoli na so many janamba so be jatum say bia league no Napoli abeche na so kwaraskilia no say womu ye Napoli womu otidie na omon kasa jitum say womu ebetimi aye esansa mondomon e wosoro e woso moto so say ya Serbia dachi bia no womu so abeji league na ede so mu na so manager France Antonio Conte wono no say Lukaku na man force an ana Lukaku onya de ana Chelsea ai ni totwene ana fine kwese hini atene nyina no se munnima okam maso te say Napoli anya sharpa na ke o two teams e Premier League ni mu a na two clubs abaso mo fa kwata no na so anai wo mo looking sharp and nam so ama player ye fan say Lukaku and some abai as a Premier League na mo wo say bia Lukaku wa wie no nanka teams ni bi wo man komo so basa kwata no and some abanemom no adi say so aba join boboku a ye fan Napoli onum say Dybala ayo Paulo Dybala some American when was the last time I would say Dybala sheko ache 247 days and ye na said they took back at the call the month of February. Report to me say can say when we came against Torino where I derby della Capitale another derby game no when we say be anyman some no bet me akokama na mom tell me say can no and some match about you for the first time when we timi nunia ye fan say 60,000 mark essence abibia nan ke bia bobo ka fan say anom aye Roma and Torino ebobo bia no yes Tini Palmer Stadium crowd here. Best 60,000. And so this time, yes, France and Romo aye kurva suit. Ness a South Care for no. Womu sem amo strike. Omo ye chere. Womu protest. Ewa protest ni no. Ebema numbers. Ebema stadium no. And some ebete. And no aye update. Eba ni na no sam no. Yete amiye for man you team no. Yenim sam amo promo coach. Womu fa Ruben Amorim namom. Wonim say shockingly. The eba no say Man United coach. Womu jane kwama no aye Eric Ten Hag. Say yes or catch on before say Monya Hurricane and Fanama Media and among Konkofa Danny Welbeck Emra and he say no say many janum demand say Danny Welbeck Kupona Wobama Brighton and your Brighton also popo and your team be at some Manshu Ayana no anu mu ja boy no kwan ya ma ne koye a chese druba be omunum so boy no awie no so dan wo ba kihia wa na boy no so ja yese manager no edimante boy no sign na mom wo mo so antimi amfa akora na ma Ruben Amorim ayede career tuka so ru no wo se oba anopa unya time and some amoni touch media ye fa say tipofa me demana mom so anya time dia shark fa me ko archives ni ma na fa ye say Ruben Amorim after senwa akoba san Victor Gyokeres Juma biem nam onya 2 goals ama Jolmand and ba ko asoso wo mo hya me sama opponent atimu ba ko no eno ye national enra owura fa no sa Amorim and Sky wo mo sentwe no mo suma no no wo de tienkoma enra after the game and some across.
Manchester United mentioned quite a few times this press conference. Could you sum up where we are with the Manchester United move?
We have to wait a little bit more to explain everything I need to explain, and then it will be very clear.
But the club, obviously, they have to, if an approach is made for their head coach, because of the rules, have said that approach has been made and the compensation fee has been agreed. So it's now your decision, I guess.
Yes, that's what I said. It's my decision. I will tell everything. So we have to wait. That's it.
How long?
I don't know.
Will you be in the dugout at Old Trafford on Sunday?
I will be here.
Definitely.
I don't know.
Yes, enti uche say eba be wie no busa santi anya bia nyame ya duma aye Sunday aye Old Trafford Man U Chelsea anya bia no wona about that tournament na coach ne say obewa haya na che say wobewa aye Sport Lisbon no mom say no pay make sure say meteso no ene ne backroom staff eni poma akoma yensa enso mother fly aba aye Ingresi enso montenso no nyina no ye twen say no enso ababa so de menyan say yes Manchester for no bimo enso awo gidie ma passe me ya duma obetimi awia bibia wo so mu esanse na eye Wednesday every na coach na Thursday enko Friday enru Saturday emuwa until Ruben Amorim ebetimi ataki charge ewa bra womom ebebody atia bobokua ye fa ne Chelsea eno eye se de bimu agidi asiti o Manchester ho enti aguso monitor se de besi akose bia nya bia no ebeba so anase entimi ma so no ye be monitor se de no enso besi akone mom ye se Manchester perform hierarchy tie Jaminya se Ruben Amorim no ye se players aw no mo ye adwuma I was sporting ebibu ofu na abufo no nyina ne se ebi munya contract and also nkomuko na so manager wenti omanko bako eye Victor Gyokeres boy no and decided say we best stay one more season I was sporting and watch other players be more say Jolmand make us Man U amemeza asamuko ho ema tan cracker so boy ne dina ba beka eye Bruno ho boy na obodema Denmark wo share go bi wo Euros no no also decided so best stay yes boys ni na say manager yi and no crunch from because and I know kasai wunti na ma omotina ye afa da sorry ya putupuru also oko na sani ye no report to me nyan say wa bra wonom wa ma boboku a ye fa so sporting woman ton key players ni bi everything man kono yes Ruben Amorim agitum say ya dan anka dachi bia ebesi say bia sooner or later wonom ebefru na de ebia na asma ono kasa de na no aka no aye de onom so be say buso yes wo tiri e bas life point a drew baby will be about disappointed will be signed a reality or kai over free sporting club the Braga about a yes sporting simply in Sana and also when him data say yes supporters no woman in omonya happy omubafu or ya way now sunima ebeba no when him enter on also take his decision say chinchina train on also abako now yes Manchester and Penafon be GDA pass one no the right replacement at there woman say Ruben Amorim our strong personality I bet me am who baller fair Old Trafford ebiam and say on over back three central defenders and opo and it's on a back three no woman to the basenya issue cry bonum fair and you must over kokama and some my team no archers and no and some update aba anwa yet say Leo Messi when one cause I send a message akwa Rodri yes Rodri say no what during the papa na no nim say be asana Leo Messi city because I send party as I won't bina and I won't penny pa ana ne hunu mu bon no ana fine kosi no ti say wo yo ma me say papa no sa ye say Rodri ani so bia kra na ma na ne Real Madrid for my message na wonya ye I feel your message wa acha some palio aye simple sir congratulations no ye say unuani ya so papa no acha sanam na de feel Rodri so ye e ba Rodri asem no ana manager for say Pep Guardiola say sha Rodri na man for can what say democracy high Benzema mo say and out TV achisha with all due respect to Rodri apologies to Rodri bibia no match so ye bibia down so be and so match in match out no Vinicius nyoma yinkunya Pep Guardiola say and I said you want basketball Golden State Warriors near Swamo Bobo Steph Curry MOB Fanasa Warriors Alusu and I said you Messi Bobo was in your Messi cake or you shoot the word prime not just a time you Messi Abrigon Amasa what Jen now so kitty no not you say Basa Kobo your Messi Mobia one him results on the data Sana Man City Bobo now Rodri anymore Urum said your city here, one more papa, ebi akova church, one bed, to me beyond Kuntu and Babra. And to say your Rodri, Etinum, Sana Rodri, no fast one, a city and boy play, about Jempa, Yintil coach, I found a pep on Rodri.
Tomorrow against the Spurs play a good game and the other one, so we will see at the end of the season what happened. So imagine any sports in basketball, Golden State Warriors play without Stephen Curry or you know, Barcelona in his prime play without Messi. So we should be different. We should be less strong. So it's the same with us. So Rodri is irreplaceable. We know it in the players, but we have to move on. You know, do it. And what can I say now? That Kovac is playing there and Gundu is playing there. They were exceptional, and one day we play Manu and we play John in that position, and I know they were playing good. So it's what we have to do. The challenge is win.
Yes, and no, I am some manager fans of Papa to Quatana. Your fans are Brian Bermo, Macanasam, Area Charles Arsenal, Woman Alpan and Liverpool, Alpan and Yamasek can say Brentford, Omutimo, Woman some of the Muntimi who do player be against on one Casana whale, and it's a brand new Swabaqua, and yet £50 million. Require from because Bola Ubaina, yet £50 million out to Sweden. So for granted, Arsenal, Liverpool, and after Newcastle. Omunano, one so my ready so prodia, and £50 million. I know I asking price about Quantum Panifono, one so say Omubetuman, also on a Pokaya, but the story Emas and Sua Ayiri, and so much as a Valencia Cromono, a much as a Fladdy, Nipabi Ashido Munkwa, a Japadian Chesanoma P, and some assay Ebina Ushe, Jaminian Real Madrid, one more statement about Domo Canning answer, Omoya affected, our dear El Cosimono, I'm so more common. I just say, woman shed day and no just a newma, and also I'll coso our near your fans Abasete, and just a Valencia, and Monterasuna, woman some deep concern and a solidarity. I'm a Safanina. Now, I'm Vinicius Junior on Instagram, Vinicius, and some other postee. Vinicius, a message, our IG, and you, the message, I have very simple cry. What's it you want to say? Much strength to everyone. Not just one Valencia and important about Brian Sway, Elton from a dente and far. Just a new baby from a woo, a BM and some day Japani and sending now or Omunina and shedding. I am common more M Sam, Bibi at this Alcoso. We can do some of Valencia and Apple. Some catchers of Valencia supporters and they say, Woman, Abama Bobokua, your fans are mad at Quadana to be here. Now, Ballon Company for the say, we are journalists. I will come 100, you know. What to Abanibia will be Frodo Bisau, what to Mamma, and few be a train. Emo Mancasan for Omadena, Yakan magazine, Embra, France Football Magazine, and Yamai, and it's a nay, Serbia, Udika, or Nimu, now revealing the power to Abadamana, not just a Robu and Ranoso, it will be a so a Memphis. Now, Mamma say, Mamma, I know, be a Mamma say, Calanchelo to Mupa, Munkobusano. Sir, Dabain Ancelotti who say, Roberto coach of the year, and 15 days ago, now more than 2 weeks and year, and a manager Fernando Ancelotti who so no, and a gem a coach category. Now I'm a true player, the Asonian country, Mobuafu, and into Mama boycotted, Yoyate, Basa for the same, Namaya Duma, next season, and a test taken, Ebeba, Ronald Arao, Ebeba Sana Free, Akunaria, and Dras Christensen, Bassinde, Wamasum Omnim Dao, Barokova, Garcia, this week, Mark Bernal, next year, Ferran Torres, and Quadrus at the month of November, and Quadaria, TC Abia December, Bosuminimono, and a branch of some Ferran Torres, Ababa, we are no minimum, yes, a boss, our coach, and could do command and say, Nenquadano will be as a bass of form, one has a flick, and one is and yes, Bola move buying that, yes, a coach, and I say, Timonum. Woman drew omu pick. And the ambassador drew the pick in their classic 8-0. Yes, a coach and say, woman drew omu pick. No more drew omu picker. I bet some mobile pine water and China like nest. Sa, say, I know about bench. Say, yes, some come across what I'm on for to coach any brad your papa. What be to Michelle 7 stone woman on Saturday? Yes, what to me during the pico. And no, Mesa said, be I find here.
Yamia do machine experience be I boko. Miss another day. I buy your chair Santema, your Tiagana phone, you know, Moshe and Ano pay. Let me say, in common and do now. Na Nkomono do na wo ho no do na so surround around Manchester United and ni nyina begina the fact say they are in to appoint Ruben Amorim say on be Manchester United manager. To be very honest with you, Fancy, I think say Ruben Amorim being in the frame so be Manchester United coaching was not expected. Manchester United decision to appoint a coach now in the summer. Coaches are not Manchester United or more wish list to Supano. The Edikane Thomas Tuchel. Now, Thomas Tuchel Momo ya we say a Jumanani or Musika sending your man on Canada. M1 or Munya with Tremano no relax kaka. Na Obebechri. Then there was Roberto Di Zerbi from Brighton and Hove Albion. I say Wako Pimo Olympic Marseille. Now, Roberto Di Zerbi knew Moka Sikasem. Nana Sikasem no was road. You toss him, you know, I'm a man penecram and I'm money. Say. Okachomu say Mason Greenwood be integral part of the attack. I know see Mason Greenwood in any issues ni dey yentimi sanfa Mason Greenwood in sanfa ne ma. Eno no sade ya ono so nya adwuma ne mfa ma. So the next one about mutim was Ruben Amorim. So that means so check in order now. It was Thomas Tuchel, Roberto Di Zerbi, then Ruben Amorim. But mu ko Ruben Amorim on. Ana Ruben Amorim catch omo say emere ni nya good in fama no. So obeja team no ho de akọ. And besides, as at that time, not the release clause no class as so. It's Manchester United and pursues our deal no. But dear Nebema Manchester United, I extend your number trigger Eric Ten Hag 1 year contract. Abra munim say, and no more doubt about him saying the Jumedi no. And now untimi nyam kosi baby a waso mutimi ne to aso. Yeah. And your mama no. One, the Edikan omo anya the replacement they wanted. The tosu mienu. Eric Ten Hag as at that time they na in your special way, no, Dan Ashworth, na onyan starte adwuma fully. Omar Barada, no was starte adwuma there, but between the time frame when Omar Barada be fair adwuma, I feel no ba be no nyoma be hwehwem. And we know the akoso or club nim. What is happening? The problem. And some will take it, and that's all quite you may be a mouse way, whom you were there be in yes idea. No. So both of them needed to take their time. There was Jason Wilcox though, but Jason Wilcox, a technical director, in that sense, say when it comes to sacking and appointing coaches, obey opinion, but he's not the sole person who will call it a shot.
Only the final say.
Only the final say. And on this, say the Crampo say even Sergio Ratcliffe not the final say. But the power now Okuta Omar Bereda, any Ashworth, and you been Okuta Jason Wilcox. They needed to take their time, assess, support him, and give him time. Just maybe whatever happened in the FA Cup final, before Frobet me PM. By starting season, no man said it told me there was a press briefing after the Liverpool game. Sir, almost supported Eric Ten Hag. No matter the accords between Man United and Liverpool, results a PM by. But that video or that briefing was done before the Liverpool game and was released after the Liverpool game. So that means no matter what will happen in the Liverpool game, no. Now what's a briefing here day? A barbon thing. Just to bridge the gap between supporters. Any team them penny for. But in all sense, Omar Bereda was not so much bent on keeping Eric Ten Hag. As what mobile ever heard you manage they were not bent on moving on with Ten Hag. O study bibi share. Ya betina no be catch us say meeting na wo kosmu ko bi no. Na meeting na wo ko discuss Eric Ten Hag extensively. But na the panodo na him said this is just another meeting. Ho anomu puli plug no. But it was a matter of getting in touch with who they wanted and find out so available as at that time. But the worst scenario was to have Ruud van Nistelrooy in the interim role till say Ruud van Nistelrooy be day. And new coach in the bed day. Ebe team no. All of these things na ba betwem. It's not time to go back and look upon the Eric Ten Hag ye and one ye. But who say Bumu Kasaba Sancho na Ronaldo? I'm telling you for a fact, Ronaldo and Sancho situations, he was right in every aspect of everything he decided to do. Adi Adene Koye was resource. Adi Adene free Manchester United was not Sancho. Adi Adene free Manchester United. It's not Cristiano Ronaldo. But look at the line of appointment of Dan Ashworth. Gary Southgate knew this end of Mukofa and be England national team coach. Yerenidi. Graham Potter knew this end of Mukofa and be Brighton and Hove Albion coach. Roberto De Zerbi knew this end of Mukofa and be Brighton and Hove Albion coach. Then look at the track number to Ruben Amorim.
Sompa
and then me no abetena se adi nkoma akere tactics say Ruben Amorim bebo 3 back. Ruben Amorim bebo 4 back. Metima catch us say bia Victor Gyökeres na striker na share this number of goals so metima be the striker. I am not here to talk about what Ruben Amorim could give to you in terms of tactics. But I'm here to let you understand say the current situation of Manchester United is not all that gloomy for you to assume say coach we bad ebefa. You cannot predict. Yes. The whole environment and everything at Manchester United. Per pass coach is new mujum. You can only hope. Say ABA. But per and you man see to Manchester United no. When they say Eric Ten Hag no him the philosophy and also no need identity.
But Oba won't mean.
Na some who's a man for a share video of sporting style of playing that. Eric Ten Hag ba only videos or show. Then there is Louis van Gaal. Then there is Jose Mourinho. Then there is David Moyes. The key to all of these coaches, Omufeli or Manchester United, need say the Premier League need a punishing league. See, because a punishing league, I just say when they find out how you play and they find out your weakness, yeah, I
know dear.
So the quality of your coach is determined by how fast or adapted to the change. Any results now, man, for finding out no more. Even Guardiola had to change at some point in time. Guardiola ba fufro, they no money in the do maybe no also just players be quite. Afi Guardiola ba season, Guardiola say me ball 4 back by 4 back and me center back over best step into midfield. Emre Dania, no Dani Hubi. Iti Eric Ten Hag found out that fancy baby Ojinano. Their wire no paying the limit on to mean to us, but also some and a queer issue. Ruben Amorim this, Ruben Amorim that, Ruben Amorim tactics be say, we be say, and who here? On by your man near here. So betimia. The media scrutiny of Manchester United is different from what you people see it. The result scrutiny of Manchester United is different. Obetima handle. So Premier League teams never find out who he is and then the star now. No much no. Obetima find the alternative. I am consistent. Obetima build it up. Abuama koda mo team net me pick form na. Oma na nya de no. Ebetima koyi. These are the questions we are waiting to ask.
Okay.
But Jose Mourinho has been victimized. which I personally agree with him. He's one of the best coaches we've seen in Europe. But fancy, I don't know what the Jose Mourinho ne komodi na wodi no. Me minim say Dream was so stepping down maybe occupy national team because Ejuma.
That's the way UEFA ya.
Me aware. Na national team they say be a UEFA be ko Euros so ba ko Ejuma no wade. But national team pressure is quite different from club which is day to day. But I think he's one person who has a very good character that has been victimized by a lot of people who doesn't know him well.
Well, Mike.
Fancy, my man started with the Ten Hag Manchester United Amorim issue. Simple. I look at two words, all with P. Process, progress. Process, and then progress. I think that Ten Hag came and there was supposed to be a process to usher United into a new era. That process was flawed. Now, the process was supposed to lead to progress. And then the progress also stalled. In the process, it was flawed in many aspects. Transfers. Yen Ten Hag transfers without anybody or everyone failing to mention Anthony. But it's not just an Anthony thing. Almost transfers or you have mixed returns. So transfers and attend again as much as United spent in excess of £500 million. You really have to question the process and the thought aspect going into it. When was the last summer? Kokofa Danny Welbeck back.
Or requested for Danny Welbeck.
Danny Welbeck would have come.
When you came.
But for say United and for Munyama to 2 years a boy Nankasaka show say they be. He wants to continue at Brighton. Now man, he doesn't want to return. The transfer was questionable. Ten Hag going all out said they be strike a BNB we see or person Rasmond Hoyland. Ten Hag again being very straight and demanding. Say he thinks that Joshua Zexi is the guy to also bring another touch to United's attack. So if we look at transfers, the former IAS players, or they say by a num, but it could even have been more than 5. Onana, Lisandro Martinez, Matthias Elite, Anthony, exactly.
Yeah.
But he's brought on board 5 of his own from IAS. So it was supposed to quicken the process, make it smooth. So I'm playing style now the so from that perspective, transfers alone are questionable and it makes the whole process flawed. Again, another thing that makes the process flawed are inconsistent results. They never were able to garner momentum for a 3-month period. So we'll build a team. Now, won't mean your results consistently for a 3-month period. I don't think we should allow you to continue and preach the process message. No, won't mean yes, idea. No. So all the evangelism that he went on with, it's a process, trust the process. We are working to turn things around. The results are a better job. And you say a book can the results nature say be transfers, results, performances, every other thing included. It made the United hierarchy to question the process and believe that it was flawed. Now, this did not guarantee progress. And for a big club like United, whenever progress cannot be guaranteed, they will have to look on and now move beyond you. And there will always be one last straw, a bit breaking the camel's back. And that would have to do with the West Ham game. They played beautiful football for 45 minutes, returned for the next 45 minutes, and it's like a normal first half. We will have to look at the manager at a point in time. Yejitum say players need be any but you need a manager to be an inspiration, to be a motivation, especially when morale is low. But if your manager is responsible for the low morale, then he has to move. But again, Ruben Amorim, I will not talk about the personality Amorim. Coach, he's a good coach. Is he the one United need now? I'm running Krabi and Ebetre. But I think it is a deviation from the past in how they have done things. Way back there, the first coach who has been appointed under a proper football structure. All the other appointments, post Sir Alex Ferguson, it was at a time United had not structured well, and there was no clear direction in terms of the football model or policy. But see, saying they've gotten their right men and they have the right institution because they believe that under Ineos and the football project no mobile running no. Unya Omar Berada as your chief executive officer. Wafa Dan Ashworth as your sporting director. Now the Jason Wilcox Abba as a technical director. These are the men who will steer football affairs. And it's a way your coach now it allows you to focus on your coaching. And when you Sadieno, all the other coaches did not have. Ten Hag had already created a chaotic scene before they instituted or they erected the structure. But when he's coming to start afresh, at a point in time where the structure exists, and that will be the support, the backbone, and our foundation now, here, so also be laying the principles of coaching to get the results. So a deviation from past, now United are Saki Weni Akofa Weyaba. This is actually what they should have done during the time of Ralph Rangnick. But they will need a open heart surgery. Exactly. All the structures need to hold here. And some way the hujuma in terms of coach and then the players. It follows the trend with Man City, the City Football Group, and Pep. They got the people to build the structures, and then they brought the coach to lay down his coaching principles. And it's similar. I'm not saying Amorim or Pep. No, but he's a brilliant coach. If you leave him to coach, he will do well. Then leave the others to deal with the other football matters. Oh yes, sir. Ebiana Anoslot Abetomo Liverpool, yeah. He's focusing on his coaching, and he's doing very well. Relatively, he also came on board the EPL with not much experience outside the Netherlands. Wayne also has not had much experience outside Portugal. But he's coming on board as somebody who is also proven as a winner. I will be also free by. So if there is an existing football structure, no bet me leverage on that. No, the any coach in the Jumana. I don't think you will have any problem. So for once, I agree with the appointment at United because this is more of a football decision than a sentiment and a fan-inspired approach. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, a fan-inspired. Mourinho, sentiment. Louis van Gaal, still the same thing.
Sompa Sports.
This time around, I want to believe they've had it right. But once again, the process and progress will determine whether Amorim be successful or otherwise. Just as the process and progress was eventually Adia Yejinaso.
Whoa, Mike, me that say, Apostle. Interesting times ahead. Well, quickly, they call Usiembo the greatest and the fastest man ever. And he's raised very cogent argument about his dream 4x4, or no, as the best sprinter. So no kind of dream 4x4. I mean, Michael, we can't speak to that. So they say, you understand what he's talking about. Now, the question has to do with whether Noah Lyles will form part of the dream 4x4. I said, no, he will not form the, and I agree with him. Now, so it will definitely be Asafo. So now this is where, the dream 4x4, and I'll explain why. Asafo Powell, Justin Gadlin, Johan Blake, and then he's talking about himself as the final uncle. Now, Noah Lyles, check all Nimrika Watunya, he has a bad start. 4x400, every second matters. Now, in this team, the best he can do is to start. Because Gadlin as the number 2 will give you a blistering, good powering, great acceleration and coordination. Before I called the bend, because Johan Blake is a very good 200-meter runner. So they are here. Before I called the bend, and then you have Johan Blake, then the maestro himself. So let's roll back. I mean, so let's go back to 2009 with the World Championship. Don't forget that now both are announcing in 2008 Olympics in China. But then Justin Gatlin has then won the 100 meters in 2004 Olympics in Athens. So Shadrach Mami, so this way the greatest moment in athletic history. Don't forget that before it was this this race is made up of Tyson Gay, who has run 6.96, Tyson Gay, and our Safo Power, who has run 9.72 before this race. Now, this is what defined PBR. Now, check where both was. The reason why he said he want to anchor, Upanipa Tembe one in him. Now here he is. Here's Blake, and there's Power. This is the record moment, 9.58. That he has said. Now, Osha team not there to honor. The most important thing about this team is that they will never have this team anywhere in the world. Yeah, yes, 4x100. Yes. We'll never have this team. It's a team you hope for. But he took an ordinary team in 2012. 2012. Who were the members of the team? Nesta Carter, Michael Frater, Johan Blake. By then, Johan Blake didn't establish. Or not established. Or no, Nema, they set a world record today. Nobody will be able to bring 36.84 seconds. Because of him. Because of the wonderful 2012 4x100. Shadrach, 2012 4x100. He record.
Okay.
Sorry, I say. Now, so no Kasa Ekatro said there is Shadrach 4x4 2012 4x400 meters, where they set the record of 36.84. Now, what he does best is about that final lap. Also, see Mutangas only good start.
Yes.
But or a very good mid-range and then the mid-session, and then when it comes to the final 40 meters, no bijano. So what he's telling is that for me, in my career and what I've experienced, don't forget that in 2012 it was Nestakata, Michael Frater, Johan Blake, or no. Then come 2016. Now 2016, so this is the 2012. This is Johan Blake in your picture.
Johan, yeah.
Senya Drua, this boy would have been the next. It would not be Usain Bolt, but be closer to him. Now, in 2016, Michael Ashmead and Asafo Power, Ebesisa, Nestakata, Michael Frater. Once again, on the common denominator.
Yes,
we 100 meter, we can 4x100.
Both
Shadrach, pay attention. Even this Shebebio Freeba, he always have the first 20 meters on your good start. But when he gets into the last 40 meters, you are finished. Or was blistering and superb pace. And so it's unfortunate, but the truth of man, no alas, Afe no Oba. Even at the Olympics, apart from 100 meters against Kishan Thompson and Fred Kelly or Winnie, really Onyanya established. And so this the 4x100 meters I was talking about. Now, you watch carefully, baby. When at the time about Beji Batono, you see, yes, we've not gone the way at the start. At the time about Beji Batono, and look at what he was able to do from when he picked it till the end. And he will be the last anchor. So we are waiting for the last anchor. That's my Michael Ashmead. So this is Johan Blake. Now Blake will always make sure he closes down well. Hey, for the maestro. Check and see what is going to happen. Now at the time he was speaking, the Trinidad and Tobago was leading. USA was. Now here he is.
So both.
Yes, Hannah Janabebano. So that is why he's telling you that he will always anchor, because I know the no good and yet contestable area for him. Or a phenomenal. So yeah, no allows just and for the records, no allows M5 US anchor 4x100 and we need go. So Onyanya established. And even the 4 fastest time we have Usain Bolt in 100 with 9.58, Tyson Gay 9.69. And then you also have Johan Blake 9.69 and Asafo Power 9.72. So in terms of the speed, any acceleration crown on Ben, on Wabomudino, said Dream Team no, or no Mbemo. So he's very right in that. And I'm saying that with the fact that he's the best all time, 8-time gold medal, 6 individual, and 2 2012, 2016, 4x100. No, he's the best person to tell us that. And I'm explaining why Ochusi Wemu above. Your friend is saying no alas. Yeah, so he's every right in saying that, and he deserves it. Look, this gentleman, but there's a young guy coming up very soon, called Brad. It's a 14-year-old Jamaican. Just 2 weeks ago, he's run 200 meters in 20.84. So let's watch out, because if your friend is saying both 19.19. Now the young man is 17. He's an under 17 champion in Jamaica. I did that with Shadrach. Yes. And 1 year 20.84. Let's watch out for that. ABA sometimes it's life. Once you and Blake, he would have been the next heir apparent. But Andrew Bonnie Suban. So yeah, the young man has started 16 and a half years. Only do 17. But from that time to the next 5 or 10 years, let's see whether you continue with that progress. So yes, more time and I'm into I got 1 minute. Oh, wait, there's a man Friday. Wait, there's a man Friday. But Floyd Kasa is still thinking that the bout with Manny Pacquiao, he still think that he could have won unanimous instead of majority. But I'll come and explain that he was wrong. He was wrong in that because should have been the majority. But also, and Debbie I can say, we are said, do baby, now you think that you are more important than who you are. It's a fallacy. Because for 8 years, and not dodgy about 8 years. Or dodgy for 8 years. Tamo oya kokrano before he gave in. And it's also a strategy. Yes. Because at the speak, he couldn't have contested him anyway. And can be bonus simple. But he made sure that that became also his biggest pest. His biggest pest.
Apostle Medase, many express group and penny for ending como Simadu, Yababa Siana, Yababa. So penny said we I find it. Okay. And I'm for almost responded to office in idea.
Yeah, I'm for responded to it. In fact, I'm for responding to it, but still now, so you perceive clear with some of the things. Near many people come with all sorts of information. Go out to cry. Things that people talk about. Just I thought that all can be who say will be a dear.
Yes, Omudi can come by be mad in Jiguria.
Yes.
And some of the Abrams and Monia Jumadino.
Yes. That's what it is. I say I feel now over Sisan Nipanadrian Chehun and Sana was I the next one so. I feel now bet you but you know I can't also yes.
Nipanem Braho Street.
Yes.
Because express group of branches across Babia.
Yes. Yes.
Kumasi ankwire doom a biwo asaf labor run about a biwo.
Yes. And I airport run about.
What masi?
But one of the things about your people, they say, when you tell them come to the office, I say omusru. People are afraid. You probably brave. Okay, so I'm officer. But express group so company now by officer, you have free consultation. We don't charge people.
Yana be mufu se bia mo ba mo register.
Yes.
There's a consultation you free. Se bia ma bamba se me make inquiries ni ade mo ma me ya. Ni nyina na free. It is when it Jones so mo na mo rolia. No matter so.
Exactly. Ni nyina e de ma free. Nti yeah am for emransa. Ansa na yenya brene omo enchechiro omo niem omo betumi aye so that anko wiama ase usika kodi baby nso unhu de oyo aha mi na no pay big ba ko pe bi nam di etwam na yakọ say last year about 2 years ago maybe nipa bebre eko UK with sa care road visa.
Aye. Care
no ko pa na ebi mo tro IELTS IELTS ewo ho ebi mo nso eye NARIC evaluation no more first degree no eye sa evaluation no just to replace on bachelor IELTS no no na eye proficiency just to test per UK form run now also which they say what's brofo and almost standard say ubehu say what's brofo ne say obeye sa NARIC evaluation no and now say watchro IELTS now what a certain score now sa akwanya no ma nipa bebre ene wo spouses partners ekoi because bebre nya certificate of sponsorship edekoi
okay
but ebeko last year na wie no emse na nipa ne kopa nti na restrictions kakra bem most of the care homes no na kakra bi na etimi efe nipa from outside of the UK now sa care homes krona bebre no it taking advantage of that and pick people from different English-speaking countries across Africa. Now the rule was that se me na me yeke home mo UK na me be fall free Ghana, me fall free South Africa, any other speaking country. Me de okwa me na wo se me ma wadwuma. Oh, inti me wo capacity to pick you outside of the UK. But it be a also who run a care home in the UK, but you don't have the capacity to pick somebody outside of the UK. Inti eba sa no a se me be fa me nipa e de ni bedru UK ho a sign say ma fa nipa from different countries inti positions se wo ho a me de be ma nkofo aye adwuma no e limited.
Okay.
That accounts for the reason a nipa bebre ko dru ho a say omaye stranded. Yes, because care home corner of or sponsor or the call, you know. Wafeni pani bebre because of what's our capacity to pick people outside of the UK. Now there are some of the care homes who don't have capacity to pick people outside of the UK, but they have jobs. So, but because they were not rule no say, wow, kofa buy and wouldn't was a chinchi and woman ejuma. This a men am kofa buy now we juma wo. Now we spaces for her running mouth can say family go for nam kofa buy
yeah
because now na kofa so and many people call you stranded. In fact, as of now there are so many of them who still don't have jobs because we are shift tired be man no 2 hours in the whole of the week. 2 hours shift so anti I can't be na omo eketeli sa care road visa no because omo is na care homes in bebre and take advantage of that. But bebre so chro islet ni bi in waiting to get that opportunity some the beko we ni buy an sad dream no esu twa ma omo. Now this is what I want to put across. Sa care adult social care program no ye wo a particular college the UK or more training in 9 months on that program. Or more sad training no so wow be so be sad no ube free her akọ as student. But obekwa kwesua there for 9 months. In fact, 9 months no omuchemu 3 months ahodo. First 3 months will be classroom work, second 3 months you work with some people, third 3 months they will place you on the care home
as a service.
Yes. No, my. Then after that, ubenya a level 3 diploma in the UK, which is a pathway for you to
Sompa Sports
move to another university to study and answer a street employment after that. Course now you now apply for what is called a skilled worker visa. Then it will allow you to work. In a care home directly, it allows you to work straight away. Unya trouble bia. So me kana no pay ni say nkufu ana was a dream ni nyina because of what happened previously.
Montimi nkobiem no.
Good.
Na is a school bi wo hono no be ma training.
Good.
And it's a wo as student.
Yes.
Okay, no more training for 9 months. 9 months, yeah, 3 months. That is first 3 months our classroom.
Yes.
Or second 3 months, you know, say I was so quite attachment,
yes.
you know.
Yes.
Now for the last 3 months into your child work of field.
Yes.
Now so we are. I don't know to us who so na so be ejuma.
Exactly. Fortunately, this program is for Obia wedi 18 years it could be at me. In fact, even per their exact laws, Obia was 16 and above to me, but he had 16. So we are 18 years. Rule at that one say I was so what eyelids nibi.
Okay.
Now eyelids now was what your friend UKVI nibi. Once you have UKVI eyelids no. I know quite say unya school be answer less than 5.5. That is a rule around it. Into ultra eyelids and you'll be a watch rubia the score 5.5, 6.0, 7.0, 8.0 biano. UKVI no. Or you're eligible to apply for this course. Now apply via any too long of a process. Yeah, well, there is January intake, there is March intake, there is May intake, there is July, then there is September. Inti saa intakes we nyinaa wo ho saa bre mu bia no obi a ɔyɛ interested biara no obetumi ama yaboa ne apply bi ama no na wakɔ with safety a ɔkɔ a onya trouble biara ɛwɔ ho nti abusuafo nyinaa nhyɛ ne nso obi a ɔwɔ IELTS watwerɛ dadan mu a IELTS no twerɛ 2 years na expire watwerɛ dadan mu a nti wobɛtumi aba yɛbɛboa ɛwɔ ho nso a afei na wopɛ sɛ wokɔ wei nso kora yɛ good way for nkofo a wopɛ sɛ wokɔ a wosika nhyɛ da nnɔɔso because this is a 9-month course you don't pay much kakra bi wowie a you have the opportunity to work for many years and so na wopɛ sɛ wo dive into other sectors a watumi adive de akɔ hɔ nti abusuafo nyinaa obiara a wopɛ sɛ wokɔ with that pathway no watumi aba yɛ office ne bia yɛbɛboa wo nti your numbers no yɛ 0249
0249
000 448
0555 55 00 67 0552 82 77 87 0594 580 183
yes sir
okay War Express Group and Pennyfor and no Tishano Sona and Pennyfor no and come call no quarter and Emmanuel Manso and you're fine and Famau. Yes, Yamabe call and so about real quick. Yes, Fibo Ventures and Pennyfor a day. I hear toothbrushes. I would do Abel Jackson Quadadi and be womb and no Ashford Prince and Ashford Princess. Your evidence executive and a friendly and I say Ashford Galaxy and so count and I fresh about toothpaste and noir and I say household or beer use their brush. Aye omu teeth o brashe anopa o brashe anwumre boawo e ma cheso num eye hwamose no enya hodem apa e wa brawo gam e support e senie wa brashe tita na mo jefru siase ban eye fibo wo mre de eye product e de abadwa so enya na wo pe bia to 0535 45 2263 number for and just OP wallpapers no and money be asaba be drew and to more 3D wallpapers normal wallpapers colors designs account FPA babia obeso de your deco biano utimi empo so 3D ni bi and the blanket and also benya bi and so ato say 2-in-1 and I say window sliding 3-in-1 ebi ampomano wodi anos titi ni bia so and no blankets ubenya TV backlight or the flash screen achi suffering light ebi wo ho ya won here can say plastic wardrobes center carpets air diffusers flowers and wall clocks ni nyina no obenya bia to bed spread king size and a queen size AOP and chain and also our doom pizza to nana kwasi agman build na mu na Africa chronom barrier on the market edi and 0540 35 3750 time about Misha and also Juma Drobakua say we will be our test for malaria na basampa parasites and mojenma wadrono time heba Misha no and about malaria fever say aduane nya de wanum ayonyu wanuma to honamre enso aboni paduane mo ba wa fafro wo ba wo betu anufo no anaso abofra oni munufia dumie nu enye mamo ana time about Misha and the capsules enso ewo and no say uyo ba fabia buam wase ewo ema wase kwan wotis ebie no emo ayekuma bi kama ana bema nso a enso tafru bema mu ba no ebejai ama mema na hwan se bitantantan no enso ayefe na fe eno nso ayakono simple aye 0244 417 669 na chesa on a time empanfo no enkasa yeko break aba quick yenche yeba.
To all our believers,
to the Niger Gunners of Globe Road,
all you Artetas of Africa, of Accra,
of Maputo,
of Oimbo,
the legends of legends down Lusaka way. We hear you.
Now hear us. Obrigado.
Talo.
Betway, the official global betting partner of Arsenal.
Mama Kwababa, Gentleman Dental. Gentleman Dental Clinic, you do my dear idea and say, BCC will sing, now your bow will sing by Amawanum, and so acti, and I say, or sing animal yams were fun to my part. If you fix one, no, and I say, you have a permanent one, no, and also you see a untimi aim to give, and no, any friend a PFM bridge, and I say PFM crown. I feel you sign a cleaning services, oba your profession, no more, your friend is killing and polishing. Say, Ibia and never be as she says, a senior, said you Okasa, it's me, my pampa, and I the ebe. No oba gentleman dental ye ni nyina bi ewo gentleman dental clinic ye wo Koforidua Central Police Station enchenwa e na wodru enkan so ye wo nungwa e na atomic down do me kwa benya runabout no so e na wodru takwade pipe ano traffic light na e wo pipe ano ho ye ni OGN bank na wo the same premises e na Kachima so ye wo magazine market kwan no so wa anase opposite AY Ahmed e na wodru Kumasi Abrepo Junction total filling station wa traffic light na enihwe G runabout no free total filling station na yabron sign na edi ho ye adwuma free eda joada kopem eda memeda wetimi afre ya homa no e wo 055 913 9582
Ebra if I shop na me sha dey o bag bra ade enna so biem
What time about me see about Queen why me say? Bra, said the time about Mesha, Esia Jimmy me fear for any idea about Ebersoye. Really, I know this offending na. Bra, so me cause me the time about Mesha one dance ya. We are singing na Ebertemenka. It is some malaria, where drawn time about Mesha. And you go, dear, no more to want to me any deal. What drawn a time about Mesha? A drink and your ma or bar waffle through. Dear one mark for down for any aquada when you fear to me, and son of the total about Mr. Draven. Shasawako Hospital and answer lab. I'm one who said, oh, a 3-day malaria be answer. I also time me a TIME. Time about Misha. I feel malaria fever be an ziba a woman. Ubenya be at all, over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to draw namu. FDA Aji a judging crotway at all. I was like, I can't be one made out from Nara, who said, woman said, I'm on Fracket to 1 year, 2 years, I can die. It's the African Spider-Man, I may have a Fracket to him one any power here. Then the big cost for Nuti coming when you go ready, won't be African Spider-Man and Baby say Bob of Faith, but preoccupying who's African Jack, what Baby say Bob of Faith, now secret to Guano, anything. Imboost herbal mixture and only me secrets. Now me yet to know how to form. And a police me do what I said. Say, many namin sonshare. Namin sorry, a boosting immune system. I'm a semi trainer. Meant to break. Me to the come. I'm going to come with home so across your class. So me die yale. I'm my latitude. Me nyabako. And yet, never saw her. Hey, Spider-Man, what are you going? I'm crouching.
Ubenya Imboost herbal mixture our pharmacy and answer herbal shops. A pin for any color mundi if you do me no enum. FDA agigedi tatwe at every day. Madam High Sense yo. Dem me woman there. E check croy. Every 28 October. I come 8 November. And your High Sense fridge promo. So we heavy. Ghana had here. Eba no fridge ya. High Sense nko na wa hodo be 35. High Sense ye never fi ya factory and about hot direct. Eye papa, e che, e fe, enchi nyinam kanea. Abo no so eye cool. High Sense nko and auto fridge we ho a. Ye about 5 years manufacturer defect warranty. Say a 5-bedroom house and now small apartment, school, office, restaurants, and a cold store. High Sense for fridge ya titi so say, am I review? If it is 28 October, I come 8 November. Go to High Sense showroom bia. Na kwa Jodian. High Sense. Everyday prices for everyday people. So wallpapers, papa OP wallpapers, and American for mount. So wallpapers, at their decorative offices. So fee and sorry. Say ye paps auto. Baby bia uya wallpaper, dear do jume biano. OP wallpapers, Efro. Yaman wallpapers, ebe macho blind curtains. Ebana bedside lamps and so OP, MR types, or mark shapes. Colors auto nina. Ubenya biato ewana suyo. Say OP LED backlight, at the above flash screen chia. And also OP, ebe Obi. So per selfie ring lights, I'll do phone bishim. A OP wallpapers and a bema selfie ring lights. OP Ewo Kumasi Doom. First floor. Nana Kwesiajman building name. Tafo GNTC building first floor. Anna Chronom our barrier on the market and Edian Mshe. So open wholesale and answer retail. Any OP any in South. For OP our 0540 353750.
Mamisha, time HH heba Mr. Bina unumi. And ya what dropa. A ya draw. A ya draw say. A manipedian kwamwano enya huating. Na akwatia yare. And chain yare and san wakakoto. Fire wa draw. Nanono abribia. Kanoga Company Limited. What the time TIME ebe jasono wonwa and the time HH heba Mr. Edia bejaso akra wonyanya mfrisia dumienu enumbi wo pinfo ene oba wo makra nufo enso enumbi time HH heba Mr. Who benya bi
over the counter medicine sellers any shop dodo na mu
so pedudo to afre 0244 417669 0244 417669 time HH heba Mr. Eyedro say FDA adje edwadie nkratue atum.
I'm saying that Ghana must not introduce free SHS on the whimsical promise of a desperate politician. Many mistakes have been made by countries in Africa already with free SHS.
Akufado, minya udeni, uyebwe. Baumia, minya udeni, uyebwe.
Hey, Mami Jemfua, ne dena ma wani aji area we say.
Minia, se me kaya dia free SHS, aya mama ne me ma wo hu. No me hu ne minya mpo. Esan dia na nado danko Akufado, eno Dr. Baumia ayenti. Se wo kaya bra, me kuna no hye yen nyina efri mu no.
Ane, me kai pa.
Na ni daso nyina sa. Se me de me mama yensa ne nyina be ko school. Ekosi se na nado danko Akufado ene Dr. Baumia edi free SHS ebaye. Sisi a me mama yensa, Kofi, Esi, ene Kojo, eni na ko school akese ni bi. Minia, na woni nde ya no mo eka. Omo so omo ba omo de nsachoye bebe mo. Ebi mo so omo ba omo be twam. Ebi mo so omo ba omo be ma ofo ni bi etua school fees ni bi.
Hey, omo pese omo yoma de ni bi mo. Enti just why na ntua. Na why nkwa ni free. Omo pese omo ya ye ni bi no. Esi nchen. No mo side omo connection man. Any protocol nsem yi. Say free SHS papa ya yemba yi koyo.
Eno ti na wose eboya humodin bia say. Ye beba free SHS ho ban. Na ya no ma mba mbe say ade papa. Na nado ene Dr. Baumia ede abraye yi.
Any free SHS for ya na mama ne nkofo say anya possible yi.
Nanso se say dear, it is possible. Afiwe, yet to about the above free SHS ho ban. To mama Dr. Baumia, number 1 on the ballot.
Yes, yemre na fe yemeto aso serious tie na sa na tie insisai I don't know kwa na ekosoro wo ye paso ye ba fie real quick na ya ba be hwem na discussion no ebe center on aye openi Ghana Football Association President Kate ede no na omo won nchen du abi kwa na bi wa wo nipa no so nim hu bi na akwa bi o ba mo ambe yesa na mo nipa na kwa kotum na fi ama ne oma ba ba bi o as say 3 term asem ana omo peja eba na so say bi a Kate president terma the Ghana Football Association and so beti ase so be ko 3 term no eno aho anachesa asem no ye beba so nemom yenkwa sandro ko omo match no so na game enso eba so abra prosper na to ogum on Ayelegon cities e match no nyade omo de kwa kwadi agro yentie Asante Goroko a coach.
I think we need to go all out and make sure that we get the maximum points. These are 2 different teams entirely. They have a new team altogether. We also have a new team altogether. And I think that's where the difference lies. I mean, it's not like both teams are keeping to their old players where they know themselves. So all that we have to do is to make sure that we work extra hard on the field tomorrow and make sure that the few chances or the many chances that will come out, we will try and then convert them because we need to make sure that we go home with the maximum points.
ɛno ɛyɛ prosper na ate ogum ana ate sɛ asante koroko coach ɛde ne nsɛm atwitwa na wɔn game ɛba so ɛde live commentary ɛbɛ brontia no ahyɛ ne nso ɛnso ɛde ama live commentary on Sompa 93.1 ɛne affiliates ne nyinaa de bɛba na wɔsɛ nyadeɛ sɛ koroko akɔtoto ɛyɛ Legon cities ase ɛnɛ wɔn nkwankwa underestimate obi a woman say Yarif woman who mobonne and no I prosper not ogu.
I mean he who that is down fears no fall. I mean and they where they are now they are not in a very good position and they would want to use this to revamp their hopes in the league. So I'm sure they will come in multiple ways in terms of effort, in terms of commitment, in terms of the desire to play well and get the maximum points. So
yes, and no Sante Koroko coach and no dika kwawe ekobo baseke only stars a game na Koroko supporters ni feel say the 3 points befie anu ne hu yan say a few minutes at the bar regulation time na baseke and so level pegging na newman was say Koroko esua efri mu at the bar yes am match omo din omo sua at the free sa away draw ni mu.
I didn't say it was frustrating because I think we played well within a particular structure. But then when it comes to the issue of creativity and the conversion, I think that's where I'm a bit concerned because you can't create a lot of chances in a game like this and then you end up just ending a point. So that's what I think is an issue and we need to work on.
Eno eye serious city aye den ho nsem nyina no ema ye tefo ene enso anopai e wo show no so afa wafu zombie black sunlight enso ene chese Nigeria a final game already no man Ghana ya qualify but I normal way a final gamer and was say a baso ema ye bona 5 coast so ene ni je aye third place gamer I was say no e baso nti Ghana ene Nigeria enso e be born eno eye serious city me ban George for so ne dia no so mom dwaben Bank and for say omanya 40 years at your 40th anniversary omana last year woman for the best rural bank of the year where commerce awards are and no the chamber of commerce awards no eba so na account odo ni nyina no obetimi abie bi e wo honemom wo mo se na do mo de aba betum aye cash collection enti mo amanya yie e wo abusuan mu mo nso amo ye wedding ananse mo ye mo dwumade bi a amanfo ba be support e wo sikasem afei se bi aso ya mo ba for dia e ye sikasem mo pomo be ba be cash collection e dama rural bank and for no branches adults from so adeshman Gabin and Casa Boso and HS a bon rebabia befabiano one our branch our hall number no I 0271 409340 in Gustaba Misha police ni adro enono adeba kono se enyanyono nenum enya ya ache se ye de cap bi ahye ni tinu so no na benu mienu anopa de no num wie 20 minutes time ansana wafa breakfast awia didiwe ansan honom anwumra so didiwe ansan honom ni nyina no aye police ni adro betu nyado wase ama hoden aba oni predwan mu support immune system ama fight e de tia nyado wa hodo ebiem aye imboost pharmacy aye police ni adro ade aba we no abofudro no bi ewom de aye no Ghana ha ewom ana bibidro no nyina no ebi nso aye wholesale enkwantimu a mobiam shops amopenu atu akwagoton no imboost pharmacy ewo kodie offering so ekwan so 0246 208496 na onim penfono enso enkasa enano parfait yenhwe Jans toothpaste and Jans toothbrush eno enso ana ye kan for ama your Jans herbal Jans total care and Jans whiten nyina na aye toothpaste awodo a Jans empenfono and diaba wo toothbrushes eka wo prince awo duke awo duchess afei make us all the brush tita yi leftovers no edi through sentem emwonum eye hwam ema ogam na ho denesan se ebesa support gam no enye na ewo Ghanaian market resuntu kwa also pe Jans toothpaste and a Jans toothbrush varieties ewom awon so betimi anya bi na de choose ya pose kese pa a chese monum enso ehwam kama me ba George ofosuri adia no so na dedi campus GF president abese GF akunya nanka eye 2 time no am so abaso otrem and it was 3 terms. Now, I don't know, George of Osuri, can't say, I'm penifoni be about the Casa Tiamoni at the Animum. George of Osuri take on 3rd term, no, Yenti.
I'm chairman, I can't say, yeah, and the unjust because first 2 terms, you know, and call you in good group, be a bit not building a team. And you know, if chairman can be say, now Miss Winning and call you there, I also not support the MB. You I am my own vote, yeah, but I say individually, make us say, will be our position. Maybe they may support, but I cannot speak for everybody.
Ontimi nkasa mo bia ono kasa ema no ho nti eno aye George Ofosuni ena denedi eno enso edebai aye de wonsem ema yete for me ba abedwafo so quick nemom Bristol Consult say omo J certificate of sponsorship ediama mo a mo so mo kwama no ne mo into healthcare e ba no charity na we fashion designer we production engineers and asempo we baba we near can say hairdresser we be so kwama no open certificate of sponsorship we know a Bristol Consult and so an amount of chance no ebiem ensom and say mo mo be some money free Ghana e dey call a juki just a rate our from no and no omon chain na was our ba omo bantama e banji antise building no 0246 171377 na on empanifono and so enkasa Jerry Nurse yankwa na yankonkofa omo embra quick near me to so Mrs. say bibia find here
Yanko pardon fancy.
Mrs. Dear, you want the only man anymore. Go on more back crying, still be in our own country. Mrs. Yentio, boy, and come on.
I say, Lady Carno, and Shabba, my for any tea phone in our 80s sportsy. Yanko point Shamun, said there be a bar, when you bread, now with your brain so now would need Jerry Nas for in so 8 years a cow brabo when Yanko point Sham, saying, I'm on fire no pa. Ya diaba idrasui na onfaso ensaw ya die ema wakoma ento yem your mame Dr. Wife Mrs. Beatrice Asari Nyankopon de afe ba ko aka won fie ho Nyankopon enhira wo pa na omo wapomodin oma wonyinim sade wo ho ofe ya unyini mu abrewa nyina na wo ho eda so ye fesan se Jerina Seba make sure nyame de ahye yen Jerina Vico make chance so e ka ho bi be ma abrabo no akoyie pa nti ye se Nyankopon hira ene na dom e de ma Mrs. Dr. Beatrice Asari Dr. Jerry wife wasem e na make so for mame Nyankopon enhira ababa wa fefe
oh happy birthday happy birthday
yeah Nyankopon enhira no pa se wa hu dia wonnom Jerina Seba make sure isisi wo no say ya na wonum bia obese wukunu hwe wanim na otimi hwe wanim yiye okofie otimi ba ntemo a pedari na Seba make sure na nonom na body no be kasa e de ama doctor otenam ho ti aduane pa ho oti asumdue nso ho Nyankopon
to beto atwere mabo
oh yes sent na me bo doctor abasui aha enti yenko yanim na yemfa Jerina Seba make sure ene de keke ka ho ni nyina emfa emaw abusuafo Dr. Penny no ne number ena egu ase no 0241814677 0241814677 Jerry Asare ne number eno no medofo Jerina Seba make sure eyedu papa pa wonye bi na wono mu a yenka ehunehuna ena yenka ntu akoma eboa wo pa manipadua no asumdue ebem sanse sade awodo a age nipadua na boso no ama wofu ayekese ama woni padua no chese ohonam kra paapai basabasa da bi obi ho no ma sinku bi amesra eduro bi amakonnom da bi enye no kra da bi awada sade awodo age nipadua no eboso a etimi sei nipadua na nkasa Jerina Seba mixture ewre nipadua no masa ho hawo ni nyina ebekọ ama wo ho atọ enti abusua medofo wo hweme wo ye oba wo ye bema wo nya adure bi na wo no masa ye malaria say ye typhoid say ye jaundice ni nyina ebekọ ama ho atọ da bia me kasa obi kọ hospital a ye ntire duro bia emma no nkasa eduro we se de eta bia kwa wuhuru wa wodiem se bia kosiesie nipadua da bia de trema wo ye mojaduro sanse wo ne jaundice ete wo ne malaria wo ne typhoid nete sa ya de miense we se nyina awi nipadua ye hu moja eno nti Jerina Seba make sure we nipadua ni mu a eisa ho hawo ni nyina afiri ho masomdwe ebe nipadua no oba wo se ubu nsa emeye okwa vitros meye mekoye na anu na nsa na atwa obi ne meni akini na onfre doctor on de won kanche ne se na nadwe kasa wo Sompa Sompa sports so ɛna na me hwɛ me nsa bu no ɛmɛyie kura dog na adwo aka akyerɛ me sɛ me no adre bia ɔnkyɛ me baako pɛ na doctor mfa number no ma me na me sɛ metimi de abanko ade sɛ wo kuma se a na me fa duro no ma na nom na wo so bɛka dansefoɔ no yɛnka ɛnkyerɛ enwuaye num ana yɛ mɛka bibi huhu bi amfa nkyerɛw wo de just try it kotobi na nom na wo so bra bɛhwɛ sɛ yɛ ka ne sɛ ya ɔba de wo nua ba ɛkyerɛkyerɛ duro bi mu sɛ de akyerɛ wa me ntina esubonte ho fantasy on horo mensa etimi me mɛka nkyerɛ wo sɛ konom Jerry na seba mixer na sabi ofichi kro ana wo menses na asomdwe bebem abra wo bɛkɔ akɔtɔ anom na memete wo da bia me nom me da ye nsuo me didi wi a me nom Jerry na seba mixer me nom Jerry na Vico mixer enti me kunu pa sɛ obepia da bi sɛ me ni kunu sapa sɛ me da fo ma menka ne sa oh yes da bia me ba fancy say Mrs. ayana nkofo bi adwa so wahum menya Mrs.
Oh
but me order for me order for into Mrs. Christ doctor so on tia say da bia o say Mrs. doctor
dog na ebusa no o me man nyina me fro bia Mrs.
o no crap ye nyina ya Mrs. ye Mr. ne fancy
that's right
no Jerry Nas herbal mixture ebeboa ye pa ama esiesie oba ama sabe wa wodie mu nyina no eboa ma moja no de ade ba bia no etimi ba abonten kama e ma so koku no ho ya wo no ho ye den Mrs. Neman oba sabe wadu hu mfani mfie so enu hia me papa because ye ma menum binum wodwa so a won butimi fu rough wotwe ho a won ti ase ye duru ye menopause honom na enu na de saade ne ba no Jerry na seba mixer doctor kura wo ye adrei na onim se wo ye adrei ya ba ama na beboa ye ma menum esa ye ma menum no adrei bi na entimi emmoa mo doctor number no 0241 814 677
0241 814 677 ofra doc ankasa na efa
onu ankasa befa
that's right
na wakyerɛkyerɛ bibia mu akyerɛw ene mema ne de me ka ho asɛm kakra bi because wo man ankasa wo magye atum dada wo mahu sɛ asɛm a yɛka no ɛyɛ no kra Jerry Nas Vico mixer bɛma wo fra adwuma ba da bia me ka sɛ wo kasa wa bia na ɛsɛ asɛm nkɔ yie fam
ana wo nkwa no wadwuma na ana wo brɛ no wadwuma na kwan wa na traffic ko
masa ye de aduane asiwani modidi awie de aka ye de ebiem afi na de obɛhyɛ wabufu bɛ na wotwe me ensafe na hɔ na wobɛyi akyerɛ wo yere ne nsɛm bebre enya wo a mesɔka fra woni appetite akono bia ni umu sɛ woni oba ne bɛhyɛ sanse usisi ya wo ya pa ade no nso mo ye mrebo tai no mesɔ no de ana hia ye pa bɛ ma bia yire ne kombo tai ne fata no a ɛma ne ehu aya na ewu amamo sa na ba bia mu yigira aya na ɛno nso so anigye wo mu pa enu ntiri Vico mixture no unya bi na se ono no mu a etimi aboa wo yie e ma bema eye bema oba bi so se meni atenka fancy nya mema nkwa wo e ba bi so sen komotu e na misisi e na nkwala no nti e na kyese
de twa ya wo kuye a kyese twa nsum ye oba ya se ajish be
sa
ade a wo ye wo so wo feel gigen ho no ya wo se ajish wo ya ajish a wo ma bema no kyese e tekokra na ye dum light
enokre pa eni ama no
me utaya jisha wa wari jay mu na wo no
mu na wo no because esise ye nkwa ne sa enti oba no
beji ba ko achi abe wo mpemfum akosi de ne ajish
na ajish
so mara dro no wo se dro no ye de
Jerry Nas Vico mixture
that's right
Jerry Nas Vico mixture Jerry Nas Vico mixture se krompo na aba oba wo ho ne nyina no ewura wo nipadua no mu a ekum kro bia ma ya wo na fe eni gye ene de ajish no nka biem
me da so ho
no na wo be
so tije wo tostash talalash
wo di ama wo mo Ba sensa ye tira kwan ne wo breman UGC ye ni new DVL na ya bebie e wo UGC no e na ebo ho ye ni akiri kra na emomaduro ne de opedodo atu akogu store akoye distributor ne ade a mesel ko aboabo station amayeb eba shop aduro ne nyina egu ho na emomu nti bibia ase de mekan ne nyina wo penchechire mu ye pa Dr. Jerry Asare ebeboa wo ne number ni eje na fa frɛ no bra ye sorry a number no e 0241 814 677 0241
814 677 yada say Mrs. Aminu aba Maybe that's it. So minimum that Mrs. Dear so. Now Mrs. Orwana Moro light as was you. I'm also Orola. Now Mrs. Fanaman about 2 years. We are India Fanaman about 2 years. Now we have faced Dr. Life, yes. And come down, you are. Well, me buy my bedroom for but my mama will bed to a course and I matches our hopper. Yes, carry I had here. Now me quite 11,000 damage.
The accountant. Meet the accountant.
They say the apostles are the tournament. Me and my say bet we give me masa. But the last thing you never go window. Hey, I'm when you course no more bonchim more to trotrum. Now no guy now also be worry game with trotrum. Apostle there. One who heard the slips or ban who can't go in and trotrum no more. Who heard the slips? I say obieta. And me young when I then. American lottery mudi amunko.
And there's a muko.
We almost wait there. Masa, call to near 107384 EC 1073. Oh, I beg your pardon, A B and your 8, Mr. Mama. Let me take it again. 1073 B4 EC 1073 B4 EC. And your first code. Second code 1074 DB10. That's a code we call my DB 1074 DB10. Betway Muncharamuni. Yes, my mama apostle my mention same free.
Well, fancy. George Ofosuhini, very experienced
Sompa Sport
from Wafa, I mean, to Galka. Yes, very experienced. We're Ghana football. He's a very good friend of mine also. But I think that a very important say, woman. I don't think that Ket or Nwankasa will be interested in discussing it a third term. I think that the discussion from Galka, yes, Ura Kojofian, the chairman, going chairman about the fact that Ket Nimodibo and Sweeney, and he doesn't think that so Akunya be back for even a third term. So taking advantage of that opportunity. Then John Futu saying the same Gaka is also saying that no, he think that he deserves to go. For me, it's almost meaning misplacing priorities. Look, and then the state of Ghana football, and yet third term of the current every president is the one that matters. We are in a very difficult situation now. A national team, look, check from 2019, after 2019, Guinea-Bissau, we've not won any game, a knockout game, or a friend is saying, AFCON. It's a disaster. A major challenge. Am I? A new for my Ghana. Look at the way I have Bafempra. We went very high. From 2000, after 2000, we went very high. 280 doing. 280, third place, our Ghana. We beat Ivory Coast. What do you say? 2010 went to the final. 2012 semi-final. 2013 same. 2015 final. 2017 semi-final. 2019 started Bafem round of 16. Since then, I didn't see. There's a major challenge as to a DNA better to fix our number one national team, the A national team, the Black Star. Nothing should be more important than that. In any case, every president, just 1 year into his second term. And see, who your priorities and timing of discussion is very, very important. As we speak, the chances of your Black Stars qualify for the AFCON Morocco 2025 is very, very slim. It depends on Kofoso, your bumper said Sudan, losing match. It is not even in our hands. So yeah, mathematics.
Sompa Sports.
Your discussion should be on how do we get a proper and a lasting solution to the problem of lack of sponsorship to our league. Clubs will be almost bleeding financially. Almost prepare. Those are the things I want to hear. How we engage corporate entities to find out what should we do right in order to start attracting sponsorship for your league. Yeah, can no. Sebio league 9 is sponsor for We are also having issue with broadcasting. And the clubs on board Premier League, they can't have broadcasting right. Even if it's a patent, like ABA, Kakra Moji Free, Start Time. No. And then they can't have that from Metro or Globe. Development of our football. The issues confronting grassroots development of our game. Lack of excellent relationship between the FA and Ghana Education Service on how to have school competition as a major calendar for Ghana football, like we've had in the past. Training of trainers is a major issue. We have not gotten even to half of what we want to do. And so you want near Ma Sebiu, and here you're under 17 in Ma 2012. We went to Azerbaijan and won bronze. Could you do the money? And then we have been banned. You be free ma, but under 17 my performance is under 20 since you win in 2009, 2013, you call winning bronze. These are the key issues. So national team be here, it is dependent on the transition with the younger players. It's not for nothing 1992, Yedi Odate Lamte, Yedi Abrante Mohamed Gago, Yedi Yao Prekon, Mo Isaac Asari. We started this thing way back, this transition way back in 1992, when they've then gone to Italia 91. Check the national team sources under Kuzua. It's because of the performance of the youth players. ID room. 2010 boys, no more about how many years? Over a decade they played. How do we now make sure, say, under 20 and 17, no credit or honorable? Senebia will get the talents, quality ones to come and replace the aging ones in the national team. And hormone, I say, a focus, echo. Where the who is here? I'm remember for this discussion. I will not even waste my energy to discuss the merit or otherwise of it. Niami can say, Emre Ayewum is here, no. Third term of Oracle is not relevant. It's not a discussion now. You want near Mama Bod, the who here, pa. Your blaster performance is so porous, so terrible. And Koyi, and a blaster no Koyi, attractive sponsorship to the Black Star, never so league no so like again. And the blaster is a major headache now. Yes, sorry, I go for coach Bia, Sebi, or Nanam baby, no, Chibo, Trenkola say or a coach. I have had problem with the kind of coaches who are appointed from day one, and I always say it because Sebi, Emre Biani baby, I will do any one kadie, any one price offer. Who players on me good? Well, yes, we have Serbian coaches. In Ratom Djukovic, we have Milo. But we have exceptional players at that time. When you don't have that, you should have an exceptional top coach to bring the best. We are saying about Barcelona, Hansi Flick, to bring the best out of the ones available and know what to do. On fact, try like coaches and the coaching players are Serbian money bono and Serenis Rusa. And we've appointed half-baked coaches who are not appropriate and right for the national team. Going forward, what should we do?
Sompa
we appointed people who are not supposed to qualify to be chairman of Blaster Management Committee. For the first day, we can say the appointment of the chairman of Blaster Management Committee at that time was wrong. Because Blaster Management Committee here chairman, we are experienced. And someone network is something, including the operations of the national team. But the appointment was wrong. Nipa said Niba appropriate, I mentioned the name. That person should have been the one appointed at that time to steer the ship to a baby. So when the issues are Sebi, we see a council. Now for a Ketukregu tetem de Yanyamba ho. Emre we no mean Kosema Daje and Koshe baby Amrano SCTA a bebwa
Sompa Sports.
Messi Emre we no Niema may invite Ghana force Yama ya drink kosono Niema Mobobo sui. San and no so name remember. I'm saying Nipano, the second tenkrafin afiba. Who tell me gaze? Auntie, Nimreba Swa, and Sema, I won't hear kind. But for now, I don't want to hear, and I'm not expecting this from members of Gaka. Because Muna Siciano, welfare, but Muna Samu Nensio, Namuni F. a coin ben near my benato, say a coin ben, and near Befaswa. Sebu, yes, we had a name dear Cacrabbe boy feno. Now, your transit near to Adrina, the proper solution in helping the agenda of transforming Ghana football. Okay. What is here? So, where dear?
There's a timing in there.
Timing in here for this discussion.
Okay.
The more important thing we need to spend energy and time discussing that be invited into such a territory that Nyadia Ebeboy.
Mate, Apostle, Mike. Okay. My member is our answer. Mr.
I think me shall say the free be opposed to this year. The discussion around the third term, crown pony, the testing of waters to see. Say third term the bebasu and answer say no. No, they be almost say a human day, but they be more pay extension. What is there? The tosu me no. Another thing I'm going to ask is do you need 3 terms for Ghanaians to know say Jumano betimi aye? But in all of this, the football fraternity and yet the public in India, a kwa omunate, and on one case koyo madi. Inti last season say, and your man course when you know your best at season, you need sponsorship, and your man koye no. I said, say, these clubs, omu nyamobo said your musiti canabonte said your moya mobono. Because komu ya mobo, ananko omu nre on one kasa hu, and omu dream football at larger. Can you mo bebre ho no ma kombe tu ho no ma kan sesan ya yedai aba but entisa and they did not start now ade we started time na kwesi na ntachim wo ho no mo so it is about the interest of the association and the members of the association ana de bia no a maneuver the way to come out football so no without fans without mo motie football is never football. It is on one mutim na ji 2 years oh ye nintum na nipa ne nko tetema whatever consequences that it comes along with ayo mankasa pan to bear but the ana me ya na say most of the people who represent at the congress somewhere somehow enyo omu na de omusika sha omu clubs nim the main bankrollers na omu de omusika sha clubs nim no they don't have the opportunity to make decisions. Okay, some of them are briefed. Say, oh, ebia, ye kono, ye say, okwa enu ana abakoye. Ebi wonum so omukoye de omubeye wie, ansa no ma be briefi, bankroller ne say, ya kwa ba say ni say netie. It is decision making at the FA ne omukuo ne GFA ne clubs ne involved no. Fancy, eto de bia asefem, eto de bia eya. Ne to de bi so a unhunu de enti ete saa. Why ne de was set a foundation. Kobi metwaso. It's also another opportunity for someone else to come in. So we are too much power drunk to a certain extent. So without Obino, yentimi nyentoaso. And I want to say without you, yentimi nyentoaso. I want to even use the clause if because a conditioner on Kasai or Mabonti official in bed discussing the position. But if it is so, then I believe sir, everything that comes alongside with such a decision. Football clubs and Ankasambe or more consequences no man casanyo madi. It's high time our Ghanaians, you see, sad way. Ebeka Krano, if someone is leading a charge against the GFA, Yabemo ma jai sadian. Say be a demonstration this sadian. Say demonstrations no. Clubs na mo Ankasamu mukrum no. Yabemo mukrum for no. Edi demonstration abamuso.
Samu.
Oh yes. Anyone na kwato aba no. Anyone na kwoteki decisions. Esco na yi omo ni Premier League for ni mana. Meboa Division 1 for ni. Meboa ansa na ekona se ekwa vote on a certain discussion and omo nyina na kabo moto. Iti ote anawo ahafo ano. Anawo sahwi. Anawo go so. Anawo baabi. O club pani o ho no. Football nye ye nyina no. O kan wo bi. It is obey protester fakono so. Yamo obi ensa ho konkran koye sa de ni bi. GFA president in the crown sometimes these some of things in the crown mo head is one because omo committee na oman koto abana na so oman fo aso a ana so omo nyina atena se di nkomo ana dodo na afo aso a ono ontimi implement it. The fact that he has power as the GFA president doesn't mean he has so power to take decisions at any time. Eyekuo. So every single person shares the same responsibility as him. So you follow trend. No why they obey. Fancy away from that. Kumasa Sante Kodoko Legon cities. It's an opportunity for Koroko to be on the same points with Baby Go Stars on the top league. You know. More or less. Koroko could even top the league with goal difference or how much they've even considered. Difference is a strike here. And a game might look easy, but it is the most difficult game at Kotoko Bebo among the first 7 games normal.
Because it is for the different motivation.
What is some motivation to change? Coach no jina bench na nkasa. Games be say, you know. He loves to show everything that he wants to do in these particular games. Tough game for Kumasi Asante Kotoko Legon Sports Stadium. They need to deliver. The expectation of winning. Maybe Kaka say Kotoko team we say no. Omankasa na be prevent you from winning the league. This Kotoko team, Ankasa na be prevent you more. They have everything in place to win the league. But more Ankasa and be prevent yourself from winning the league. Tough game today. First game we can end in a draw because Legon City is for no so Madrid. They could even they would love to use this game to overturn their season. Some of the teams who matches be say to turn around their season.
Big.
A bit motivation requirement matter no season. It could be kwampo say ene ana hwe betwa mu bonus season na dia momo. Ene salary no ene. Oh yes. And then I have salary coming up.
A different breed.
Because against Kotoko, so your salary is no better.
Yes.
Oh, send the paper stadium. Now I'm saying Ghana Premier League club. Don't know what the Kotoko has in the salary.
Wow, Mike.
Fancy a bomb Black Stars and they say Nyoman Koyen Famom
Sompa
against Nigeria. All those are qualified for the Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations, but I think any game between Ghana and Nigeria, whether Mbana and Bermano, it also comes with another significance. Especially at a time where other national teams are not performing to expectations. If we have a Black Stars delivering a trophy, even say a zonal cry, it is able to give hope. Said then things will be better in the future. So I'm praying that things go well for them, and it will actually follow up from or more African games, a year medal, gold winning medal, or munya, then a year almost betimi atre omobobre ewo the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations, because obona oje wafu zombia, it means you are coming as a zonal champion. Zone A for ho yewo UNAF a North Africa for no kusafa ni way safa, then they will all come together. But kosana, it gives you a certain respect. Obenye defeat the other opponent in ho. And it's been quite some time. Yes, I think Zito won it. Unfortunately, in the time due to COVID, and momentum the Africa Championship anyway, But if they're able to win, then go to the Africa Under-20, then it gives them an opportunity to replicate 2009. 2009, Jenny, it also started from the zonal level, not the core Africa and not the core world. So this is perhaps a more humble beginnings, and I pray things go well for them. To the issue about third term, you see, your mama and your semeti deal too much, and we've forgotten actually what it is that we have to do. Football. I think we should be more focused on how best we can do the football and do it well. I am always an advocate for let your work do the talking. Ejuma na waye no. Menwa mbodero ne ma.
Obi crank be ka se be
Exactly. Say ende Patrice Mosepe. Me sure say amanfo ehwe dwumedia we di neck dia oye de ma African footballer. It wouldn't take him or those within his quarters and at the Mosepe caucus to moot the idea of an extension of his tenure if it does come to an end. Dwumedia na ankasa no. Omoye beneficiaries will start speaking. And it looks more like a genuine campaign rather than, hype push. It is only able to garner momentum, but to mean sustain it for the long stretch. But if the beneficiaries now, the impact, if they are speaking, then they will show evidence. Meaning but rather it will be kasa a day a year. I think what the focus should be on now is about how we address the pertinent needs of our game. We now where could you fianwa twa wom na Joseph Osina twa wom ni way even within many sure say well, FA president in the quarters, I've not seen anybody grant an interview and say, so let's keep mute. If they are playing a silent game and operating behind the scenes, you also play your silent game, operate behind the scenes. Because for all that is worth, if Kujo Fianu grants an interview and say, impeachment, some of these things, Gaka Fuenya, a year signatories of clubs, by 70%. Exactly the point. Person radio so cast anyway, no. Your game no him wow. Our game needs a lot of attention. Tia fire drink kwa na so ne yamwa dan ana opetetem yempene yamane nko ne please yensiesia gragro na agudie ne yeda. Then we will come back and discuss issues like third term and the enye third term near there. For Kotoko, a team that fails to score match goals and now score more goals, I am not enough hope. So bet me a call for a season and then win. And goal scoring looks like it has been an issue for Kotoko. Other check it. Matches on my boni na. Emu saying don't was saying no me more than one. Sports. So if you are scoring not more than one in 70% of your games, fancy, it raises big questions. And I think, see a beer transfer window, I want to believe that it also has to do with personnel and not just the coaching. Coaching, if you are creating chances, if some players are able to score, then I think the issue will also have to do with personnel. To see a beer window, na konya ne beto se continue added to squad or what. Then they should get prolific scorers. I'm not saying strikers. Wait, make a fast striker, but not on to me. Prolific scorers. Frank Lampard was not a striker, but the numbers, a bro strikers there. So they should get prolific scorers. And from team in them.
Whoa, Mike, me da see. Me ba be farm be course no quick. Qualitas Dental Clinic. Qualitas eye juma ewo patase. Womo ba in Vegas na udru wa cleaning and polishing. Mo be so mo ye teeth whitening, no be so ye scan. And also be so ye X-ray, a dental implant and be so ye. Kake do nya wo sin FFM wo sin no, wo be so tu na wo sin fufra. Qualitas ka say, yen kan cho se brana omonye sane mo nyina ma wo. Wonte ya wo ane bo no so da from from Panifono, our 0538 250078. I face some patch and ever so 2024 bronya by my memo kuna for and a chasenium quadanma omni bie omniana and near jano. Yes, I'm quadena adroint so on you may be at a say and tadia yes share say a mad dear and a simple pabuanum or more iron wire cooking oil tomato paste a fair macronum and say a debia yadiane I am fancy jasono obet me a day about some person Sunyane udru aya night market ho ane ye wo anan kransan so GCB building emo ane ye wa ye adwuma na so ame han so betimi dia ba ana se wo de eye momo 0598 559802 ana se 0241 272990. Idea be Bible is at first and I said Tarawan Media. Now Odo Diano Momo no Edia Faso Ediaba. Yenfa Crossway. A 0551 931 931 0548 931 931. Hello, caller.
God.
Yes, or Penny yet you.
I am a how on a live Friday evening that I do not have more. The way the child of Papa the only go. The best way you that. Because the dear good God, I can't say you can cook. Our Mababa is a humanity. The humanity. Mababa is a humanity. Let us say you are said. You are making all of my course, can't go. The best for me, coming as a Ghana had you. But they pay you for selfish interest, but it will be a